In this video, I do a review of the summary of The Art of Learning, a great book that can give you principles for overcoming obstacles and succeeding in life. Hi, this is Terry. In today's world, it is most important to be able to learn, and to learn how to learn is one of the greatest skills that you can acquire yourself or help others, particularly children that are growing up, learning how to learn and how to access useful new information that's going to change their lives really matters. I just read a book. I want to share with you some excerpts of it that really helped me a lot. It's a book that I happened to hear about when I was reading Tim Ferriss's book, The Tools of Titans, and he mentioned Josh Waitzkin, and he talked about the learning and how we go about doing that. And I found there was a summary when I went over to Amazon. And so I want to share that with you and get a chance to share my screen. I'm going to take right here from my iPad. I've got my iPad here with my Zag keyboard, and I want to share some excerpts that I selected from this with you and let you experience what this is about. Stand by for some good. Okay, I'm looking at the summary of The Art of Learning in 15 minutes. This is a summary that's written by Matthew Davis, but focuses on Joshua Waitzkin's book, which is, I think, particularly good. I'm probably going to go back and get it. I like doing that sometimes, get the compilation of it, and then go back later and get the regular. But remember, this is the one here by Joshua Waitzkin. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let me draw a little arrow there for you. And this is the book that you'll want to take a look at. And I've got a few selections here. Using my Kindle pen, I can go to the location. You know how they sometimes use pages, sometimes they use location. Well, I'm going to start out by here going to location 108, where I had some things highlighted. There we go. And bounce over here. And he talks about the importance of relaxing. Let me clear out my notes here for you. There we go. First of all, clear that. There we are. And the importance of learning to relax. And he says here, what you take contemplation, you want to be able to look at that, reflection, and then meditation and yoga. I like that, and looking at those particular to see, okay, this is what is really important. And you do this by trying something called mental flushing. This is important. We all need to do this. Yoga is helpful in achieving this, they tell us. It helps clear your mind of all negativity so you are free to focus on your goals, be they work goals, family goals, or financial goals. Very important for you and me to learn how to realize, first of all, recognize in today's world there's a lot of stuff that clogs our mind. We need to go through that mental flushing, be able to say, okay, I'm going to get rid of it. Now, often I have used meditation. I find it really helpful. And I often, those of you that have followed me know I talk about study, exercise, meditation. Every day, do something to help you in those areas. This is talking about the meditation. Now, whether that for you is reflection or quiet thinking, prayer, whatever it is that works for you, that's what you need to do. Clear out your mind. It's essential to take those few minutes. I find that if I can take 10 to 20 minutes a day and clear my mind, I learn a lot. My friend Ross Ulbricht is in prison right now, unjustly. Many of us feel, I've had a free Rossathon and worked with Lynn Ulbricht, his mother, Tatiana Moroz, Jim Babb. We put together a wonderful seminar a while back that you know about. And I got a chance to go see Ross in prison a few weeks ago, sit down and talk with him. And he told me the importance of meditation, how he's using that to help his mind, to clear and free his mind of all the stuff that would go on in prison. He told me he's meditating sometimes 45 minutes in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening, sometimes 3 times a day. But it helps him to clear his mind. I would recommend for you, try that as well. Try the meditation, the time of reflection. If prayer works for you to a God that you believe is their supreme being, well, wonderful, good for you. Do what works for you. And again, this is a good principle of life. Do whatever you want to do, but don't harm anyone else. Meditation's a great way to do that. At location 203, he talks about this, where we learn to win, and a way to learn to win, we realize that pain, love and pain, all part of the process. The emphasis is on how we overcome pain. Notice the emphasis there on overcome. We must respond to setbacks with hard work. That really hit me. Too often today, many people are going, oh no, you're not giving me a safe place. You're hurting me. Oh, you're offending me, etc. balderdash. And there's some more colorful military terms too. But you've got to overcome those setbacks with hard work. Work at it and get after it. And that leads to another very important thing here. Two approaches to learning that are there. That we talk about the entity. Now, this is from Whiteson. He talks about this from the defeat. And there is an entity theory of intelligence and an incremental theory of intelligence. What do they mean by that? Well, entity theory of intelligence refers to children who are too heavily influenced by their parents when it comes to learning and judging how good they are. They view that a message, this is as good as you're going to be, and it's fixed. They say, oh, you're no good at math, or you're no good at this, or you always do that. Terrible, terrible words and phrases to use against a child or anyone. A much more intelligent way to do it is here with the incremental approach. The incremental, you find that you're able to learn and you go forward. Incremental children see learning as a journey and realize that hard work is the bedrock of success. That is extraordinarily important. You want to know that hard work and the learning is really key. Matter of fact, let me emphasize that a little bit here. Of course, I use some of my new cool tools that I got here, but realize right here, write that down. You might want to even pause this and write it down yourself. By writing it with your hand, it helps burn it into your memory even more. Incremental children see learning as a journey and realize that hard work is the bedrock of success. I think that's critical today more than ever. Too often we think, oh, gee, I want it easy. I got to admit, I've been guilty of that. That I think sometimes I just want to go for the ease and the comforts. Comfort became the goal. Comfort should not be the goal. Our goal should be to become more productive, to be better, to become more of the ideal human being that we want to be, to make the world a better place, to make us better people of who we can be. Avoid comfort. Comfort does not achieve greatness. It's a good old saying that we've heard before. I've written about this. Comfort does not achieve greatness. Go through and be willing to embrace the pain. It's going to be there. Welcome to the planet. It works that way here. You're going to have pain, and when you do, you overcome it. I'm not talking about injury. I'm not talking about something that's going to be detrimental, hurt human life, etc. But pain, okay, you learn from it. You get up, you get knocked down, you even bleed a little bit, you skin your knee, and ouch, yeah, it hurts. And don't ignore it. Don't go, oh no, it's not there. Well, no, you realize it is there, but I'm going to go beyond that. I'm going to make it. That is a critical key for success. And the final one I want to leave with you is from Location 305 from this marvelous book. Talks about there are two types of teachers. Now, this one hit me slap dab up against the head. Listen to this. Maybe it'll help you as well. There are those who try to mold us into their training system, effectively brutally taming our natural voices. These are the strict disciplinarians. We've all seen those. You know, we're going to tell you what to do. They're shaking their finger at you. You must do this. You've got to do it this way, etc. And they mean well. And those who gently nurture us and who promote our natural voices. Those are kind of people that generally move you along and help you. And we tend to want to lean toward that. Now, this is what hit me. Hang on, you might be going somewhere, but I'm going to give you a little bit of detour here. It might seem obvious that we would always choose the second type, but this shouldn't always be the case. Sometimes we have to integrate our nature into a new way of doing things. We have to adapt and mold ourselves in order to have our eyes opened. Uh-oh, ouch, that hurts. By doing so, we are learning new rules, which are then able to break or use to our advantage. You know what? That's so true. There are going to be times you have teachers in the world that really are not good. They are bad. And you can cite, well, he did this, he did that. She was bad in this area, she was bad here. I don't want anything to do with her. I don't want anything to do with this guy. And I understand that. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. But while you're there, when you've got that boss that's hard, when you've got that client that's really, really one of those clients from hell, or you've got that thing, take a different approach. Take I'm going to learn even from them approach. And when you can say, hey, I'm resilient, I can adjust, I can move around here, a judo approach, you're able to say, hey, take that force and don't try to push against it, but instead move it with yours and bring it toward you so that you then are able to move it in another direction. Like Aikido. They'll do that in Aikido. We do that in judo. Really important. You can always learn from even the worst person. And sometimes you want to just savor a little bit more, just squeeze a little bit more juice from that really bad boss or client or encounter, however you met them. What can you learn from them? It's a different perspective. You're not sitting there being that little tortured snowflake, and you're not that little person that's been attacked and they hurt you and offended you. Well, I'm sorry, Sparky. This is the way it works on the planet. You got to toughen up. be stronger. We're not condoning what they do. We're not saying they're good people. When they might utter filthy, vile, and they say epithets that are really bad, we learn from it. We kind of step back in a higher plane and learn for it. Hey, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Let me know what you think. I want your perspective on this. Drop me a note, terry@terrybrock.com, and check into the programs that we have to offer that can help you. If you want some more training and help on your own, I do a lot of help and coaching for people, and I've designed some programs that are very affordable to help you. You put in a few coins, some time, money, and energy, and you'll be able to get back. Drop me a note, terry@terrybrock.com, and let's see if there might be a fit to help you out on that. The book is a summary of The Art of Learning. It's a book that's written by Joshua Waitzkin. Brilliant book, and I'm looking forward to looking into that, the full book. This is an edited version of it by Matthew Davis. Great little book that's available for you in many different places. I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think. I'm Terry Brock with terrybrock.com. Thank you for joining me.